Hey there, movie lovers. Today, we're taking a trip through time with the enchanting romantic comedy drama, About Time. This 2013 film is a heartwarming exploration of love, family, and the power of living in the present. We're introduced to Tim Lake, who describes himself as always being too tall, too thin, and too orange. He introduces us to his family, including his unsentimental mother, his former university professor father, James, his eccentric uncle Desmond, and his free-spirited sister Catherine, nicknamed Kit Kat. They've shared countless joyful moments together in Cornwall, England. Tim's parents host a New Year's Eve party, but Tim isn't too thrilled about attending. In a clumsy mishap with his friend Jay, played by Will Merrick, drinks and bottles spill everywhere, causing a commotion. Meanwhile, Kit Kat hooks up with a guy named Jimmy Kincaid, and Tim catches the attention of a pretty young blonde woman. However, when the clock strikes midnight, Tim surprises everyone by shaking her hand instead of kissing her, leaving her disappointed. The next morning, Tim learns a shocking family secret from his father. The men in their family have the ability to travel through time. Tim is skeptical at first, but his father explains the process. To Tim's amazement, he successfully travels back to the New Year's Eve party and corrects his previous mistake, kissing the blonde woman this time. Summertime arrives, and Tim becomes infatuated with Kit Kat's friend Charlotte. In a sunscreen mishap, Tim squirts an excessive amount on Charlotte's back, embarrassing himself. Determined to fix it, Tim travels back in time and applies sunscreen more smoothly, hoping to make a better impression. As Tim's relationship with Charlotte develops, he decides to ask her an important question, but she warns him not to ask anything about love. Disappointed, Tim travels back a month to make a move earlier. Although Charlotte becomes more interested, she suggests waiting until her last night to see how she truly feels. Tim eventually realizes that he can't make someone fall in love with him by manipulating time, and Charlotte leaves him with a broken heart. Tim moves to London to pursue his career as a lawyer and becomes friends with a colleague named Rory. They embark on adventures together while Tim continues his search for love. Tim's friend Jay takes him to a restaurant with blind dates in a dark room. Tim meets an American accented girl named Mary, and they hit it off. Tim secures Mary's phone number and hopes for a chance at love. Back home, Tim discovers that Harry Chapman is in a sour mood after a failed play. Determined to lift Harry's spirits, Tim travels back to encourage one of the actors to give the performance another try. This leads to a successful play, but Tim realizes he has lost Mary's phone number in the process. Tim, determined to find Mary again, follows a clue related to their previous conversation about Kate Moss. He visits a museum with Kate Moss exhibits in hopes of running into her. After days of searching, Kit Kat helps Tim. Kit Kat helps Tim recreate their initial meeting at the restaurant, and he finally reunites with Mary. They start dating and fall deeply in love with each other. Tim decides to use his time-traveling abilities to perfect their relationship and make each moment with Mary memorable. Tim and Mary enjoy a blissful life together, filled with romantic gestures and adventures. They get married, and Tim cherishes every moment with his wife. However, as time goes on, Tim starts to realize the limitations and consequences of time travel. Tim's father, James, explains that time travel cannot change certain events or fix every problem. Tim learns to appreciate the beauty of life's imperfections and to live in the present moment. He starts focusing on the simple joys of life, such as spending time with his family and watching his children grow up. Tim and Mary face challenges and ups and downs in their relationship, just like any couple. They experience moments of joy, sorrow, and unexpected surprises. Tim learns that sometimes, the best way to appreciate life is to let it unfold naturally, without the interference of time travel. Tim's father falls ill, and his health starts to decline. Tim realizes that he can't change the inevitable and must learn to accept the passing of time. He spends precious moments with his father, cherishing their final conversations and creating lasting memories. As the film nears its conclusion, Tim and Mary decide to have a third child. Tim's father, James, reveals that he has lived a fulfilling life and is ready to say goodbye. He shares a heartfelt moment with Tim, expressing his love and appreciation for their unique ability to travel through time. The film ends with Tim embracing the importance of cherishing each day and living life to the fullest. He realizes that time is a precious gift and that the key to happiness lies in savoring every moment, both the ordinary and extraordinary. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie recaps.